Can I actually see the? Nice, nice. Okay, go ahead, post this. Let's do it. Let me see if I can hear myself. Yo. Let me see. All right, so yo, what is good, mates? It's your boy Parang Bates, and I'm just gonna be mixing one of the songs, of my own songs I recorded. No, but seriously, I'm just gonna kind of show y'all like my process, probably like, my chain and all that shit too, but of how I mix basically my songs sometimes here and there. Did I mother trucker? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna show you what I do. Some simple shit. This song is called "Forgive Me." I got my boy on there, Tabby. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, but like, this put him on a feature and everything. Anyway, he wanted to be a feature on the song, so it's just something I did. This first take up here was like off my actual. Where's it at? My microphone. And it wasn't on my Neumann, so I had to re-record it. But I'm just gonna show you basically how I mix. I kind of like I have a system, but sometimes I'll switch things out to kind of accommodate for what the song needs. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what I usually do, and it kind of like works for me well. Cause I love like a system, bro. It just yeah. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, no, you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? See, I like. But you see how loud that is? Like it's like super loud. I use this thing on Pro and B. I didn't create the bands, but I watched this YouTube video where it's like, you want to have if you want to like have your songs kind of like translate through everything, like phone speakers, TVs, if you're in the mall, those little mini speakers, your work speakers. I use this like as an analyzer to see if stuff is poking. So this right here is like kind of like the basically like where the phones will kind of like translate towards. So this is 400 to 5,000, and I play that to see if it's like loud enough, and if it's loud enough, also, but if it cuts through, and also if it pierces, like, so say for instance, if I'm playing it for like a long time, is my ears becoming fatigued? You know what I'm saying? So like I use that. I use this I guess this separations for or these bands, multi-band compression, just to kind of analyze it. So, but yeah, you see how it's like. I'm gonna put it back on so I can kind of show you what I do. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, no, you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, no, you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Baby, sorry for interrupting. I can't fall. Moving on my way. Hoping that my days long. Keep. So it's good, but I need to adjust the compression because I'm pushing down the volume, but the compression is like way too loud. So I'm gonna tweak that up real quick. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, no, you wrong.
I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Maybe. Sorry for interrupting, I can't fall. Moving on my way, hoping that my days long. Keep to.
And I like, so what I just did right there, I just adjusted the ratio, the attack, and also the threshold. At first when I was compressing, like, granted, I'm still learning, so like, I mean, you could, take what I'm saying, but also I'm learning as well. So I just had that threshold at 10, right? Like, I thought that was, pushing through the mix and everything, which it is, but it's like over the mix, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to adjust the threshold off of like how loud it gets. So if it gets to a loud part and it's like I said, using that Pro MB to see if it's piercing or not, or just like basically using your ears to see if it's piercing or not, to adjust the threshold. So when it gets to that loud part, push it down, like, kind of bring the threshold down until it's like, it's not squashing it, but like in a sense of squashing it, where it's just squashing the peaks rather than the whole volume of the track. So that's what I did. The attack kind of breaks through as well. And also just having a ratio to like a 4. It's 2 is cool too. It just depends what you kind of like aim for style wise.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it right there, that's
actually a perfect example. So when it was like, I might be wrong, might just be lost, that part right there. So when that came on, right, at first, when I had the threshold up to like 10, like the peaks of it was like, I might be wrong, might just be wrong, because I have a lot of, when I record, I have a lot of dynamics. But even if you're recording somebody or mixing somebody that has a lot of dynamics, and if you have to account for that, so adjusting the threshold helps that out a lot. And also, like I said, adjusting the ratio. So let me put the ratio back up to 10 and show you what happens, right?
Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost.
You see what I'm saying? Piercing a little bit. Let me throw that joke on and show you real quick.
Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might be wrong.
Let me bring it back to 19.1.
Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it is, there's not a specific number you need to get to. Don't focus on that, but focus on like the actual voice. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's down, if it sounds good at, you know what I'm saying, at whatever, at 19, sounds good at 19. It might sound good at 10.5, you know what I'm saying? But it just depends on who you're recording and how their vocals are, how dynamic their vocals are, in my opinion. But yeah.
Counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Maybe. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, now I'm hearing that. Also, I need to wait.
Counting down to.
I know I mixed the beat. I know I made the beat too. So drum wise. Turn some stuff down, to be honest. I don't know where I mix the vocals, man. Oh, that shit hard as fuck. Yeah, that's that. I can adjust the vocals for real. I'm over here trying to fucking
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong.
You can also adjust the volume as well. You don't have to it's not just compression for helping vocals sit in the mix. That's very important though, but also adjusting the volume as well too.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. I'm counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Baby, sorry for interrupting. I can't moving on my way.
You feel what I'm saying? And then, also obviously this is how I EQ, or I do my subtractive EQ, because I know if what I've seen, like I said, it depends on the microphone and the person, right? These are like, so I don't know if you can see on the screen, but around here I do like maybe 3 like subtractives, right? So I'll do like high pass. I always get those confused. Yes, it's high pass. So it's high. You're letting high. All right. So I use a high pass filter first to kind of get the low end out, all the rumbling, all the jazz right there, everything, all the floor noise, and then I usually go. And this is me. Like I said, this is where I hear a lot of stuff at. And like I said, depends on the person. So
I've been vibing.
And that's why I love using F6. I use it in mono. Shout out to Sage for teaching me that mono trick. But I use it mono to kind of like find the clutterness or like any of the muddiness in the song. So
I've been vibing too.
And also I use a solo effect. So yeah, let's see.
I've been vibing.
Jesus, tap dancing in the manger, man. It's also
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you no, I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you no, you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. I'm counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Sorry for interrupting. I can't moving on my way. Moving on my way. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you no, you run. I'm in town, so just give me a call. I'm counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be wrong. Could it be my sparrow? Sorry for interrupting. I can't moving on my way. Hoping that my day's Quito is a fuego. Everybody thinks I played up. I can't say that I'm normal. Oh, maybe I could add some words. Funny how this money flies high like birds. I told you once, don't play on me. I feel like how it burn when I'm up on trees. Feeling is gone. What happened to passion? They made me move on. I thought that was lasting, but fuck it, I'm wrong. Don't tell me it's nothing. I'm out here disgusted. Running out of love, my bro. Got me losing all control.
You see what I'm saying? So like, in my opinion, it's pretty clear, right? I typically aim for those spots. That's just for me. I like typically aim for right here, like the 200 and the 500. I don't really tend to mess with the higher, like EQs and everything for subtractive. That's just me. Like I said, it just depends on who I'm working with. Sometimes I might go around here, maybe 3 or 4K, subtract a little bit here, but that's it. But then we have also, I gotta start using Saturn too, because I used to use that on my vocals, like having like some like saturation on it. Yo, appreciate it, my boy. Appreciate you. Let me see. But yeah, actually, yo, bro, I was actually finna use like your song, for mixing, if you didn't mind, like if I put on a video and everything. I was just literally finna ask you about that shit. I got you. Yeah, I was actually finna go. I was finna I was gonna do what song was that? Fucking that 1 star shit. I was gonna let me see. I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna keep mixing this shit, but I was gonna ask if I could like do this shit.
Woke up feeling great.
I just finished doing that shit. I finished mixing that shit early today. But that's cool. That's a bet. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna show people what I did for your song. So give me like a couple minutes. All right, but yeah.
I've been vibing to this song.
All right, so yeah, I use that.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you know this, I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you know you wrong.
Yeah. I do that. I also have I have two compressors. I used the 1176 for my first compression to kind of grab all the, I guess, the fast peaks, and then I use I throw it on the send and mix preset, put it on 4 ratio. I sometimes tweak the attack, just depending. I usually just keep it there. Release, I don't touch it like that, and yeah, I was kind of use it like that. Then like I said, I use the R-Comp after that. Then I use a de-esser for vocals and everything. So, and I used to use it on the wideband. Wideband is cool. But I've noticed using the wideband, it kind of like, what the freak? It muffles up the vocals a little bit more. So I put it on split band to kind of just focus on one frequency, if that makes sense. So but Pro DS is like the best de-esser, bro. De-esser from Waves is good too, but I like the Pro DS. You see what I'm saying? So I know around that area, I just threshold depends on how the vocals sit, and then maybe either I'm around. Sometimes it depends because you don't want to crush it too much. I usually go up the highest is 6 dB for de-essing, but I might go to like 2 or 3 on some slight shit. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm in town, so just get. Use that feature. That's how I detect it with de-essing and everything. But
I've been vibing.
And I use CLA on my other chain, but we gonna keep it simple. So I'm gonna show you this right here, and then this is like one of my ways. Most of the time I use additive EQ. So I use Pro Q4. I usually put it around like 2000-ish for like I said, I'm trying to get better at translating on all platforms. So that 2000 range for me, like around. I usually put people's stuff around like early 2000s to like maybe 3K hertz, like to boost so people can hear their pronunciation.
I've been vibing.
Show you. If I can show you better, I can tell you.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. Counting down to the set. I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call.
You can put it in 1K, but when you put it in 1K, like I said, for my vocals, it gets muffled. It does get louder, but it's like it's rather than like it's.
I've been vibing.
You see what I'm saying? And I look at the peak when it's like.
Baby, sorry for interrupting. I can't moving on my way.
Ooh, hold up. What the fuck? Hold up. I ain't peeped that shit. All right, but yeah.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just get.
So that's mostly my chain. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty simple for this one. But to get it like, And luckily, I'm just like I made the beat, and then like I could just literally like level the beat so it can kind of fit. But when I'm using a 2-track, I'll use, and I'm using this right now I use a limiter. I'll route I'll sidechain a limiter, and then I also will route a I'll parallel a limiter and a parallel compressor. Also using the 1176, and just like blending it in a little bit. But I use those two, and that's pretty much my chain. To be honest with you, but yeah, I will show you. Also, matter of fact, I'll show how to sidechain in this song. But yeah, this. I'll play this out, and then I'm gonna play my dog DTM Hollywood shit, bro. I'm gonna show you what I did on that one.
I've been vibing to this song. Once I tell you, know you wrong. I'm in town, so just give me a call. I'm counting down to the second song. I might be wrong, might just be lost. Could it be my sparrow? Sorry for interrupting.
Also, my
I can't hold. Moving on my way. Moving on my way. There's no Quito is a fuego. Everybody thinks I played up. I can't say that I'm normal. Oh, maybe I could add some words. Funny how this money flies high like birds. I told you once, don't play on me. I feel like Halle Berry when I puff on trees. Feeling is gone. What happened to passion? They made me move on. I thought that was lasting, but fuck it, I'm wrong. Don't tell me it's nothing. I'm out here disgusted. Running out of love, my bro. Got me losing all control. I roll. All that repeats what you saw. God knows. Make your mind up and move on. I'm peeling at the door. Said I'm losing all my hopes. Wide up. I guess I'm fucking on my flow. Spiral. In my opinion, let it go. Wow. Baby, just let me get the love. Wow.
But I'm probably put it on my album, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot about that shit. But I'm gonna put this shit on my album, bro. Let me save this, and then I'm gonna show you what I was working on earlier, man. I mixed that shit. I said shush. Said shush. Hold up. Oh fuck. Is it this one? But yeah, I've been bumping this song all fucking day. Hold up, bro. I was bumping this shit in the gym. I was mixing that shit yesterday. I said, fuck. Hold up, let me see. I didn't get the beat on here because this shit did not save for real. So.
Woke up feeling great, get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space? Heavy sets up on me like it's time to push the weight. She so tasteless, put her on the wait list. She still wanna come and serve me just like a waitress. Felt I didn't know what I'd be facing. Now I'm looking down at a lot of blue faces. Gotta face down, you gotta face it. I'm not folding out, I'm just bracing. Got the play drawn, now why they tryna trace it? I'm blazing up, no wonder why they trailing. I'm still in the mix, calling on the blitz, cause I connected like hits. Still my time, it's just like a zit. You wanted to talk to me, so come here and sit. Now you getting mad, cause I'm back on my shit. Scarred up my face, run it up, cause I don't got time for second place.
Feel me? A fucking banger, right? So, this is what I did for my dog DTM Hollywood, bro. So, it's basically the same chain, but it's some stuff added and then a little bit of stuff rearranged. So we got the auto tune obviously first. I'm using auto tune instead of like artists. It's a little bit lighter, but I'm actually
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not move?
Took all the auto effects off and shit. Hold up, let me show you what's going on.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept.
I got extra freaking reverb on CLA as well. So
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space?
Like I said, so I got the auto tune first, right? You know what I'm saying? It depends on who I'm working with too. Like for bro, I want like you want it to be realistic, retune speed wise, but then also like I kind of throw out some, you know, give him some tune, but also, you know, give it a real feel as well. So I put that in there, and then let's see what else we got, bro. We got the F6. I put that on there. I got the stereo instead of the mono, and this is what I kind of got.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space? Heavy sets up on me.
And see, I got the little S's in there. It's a little peaky, but we come back with the de-esser right after that. So
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space? Heavy sets up on me like it's time to push the.
Got that.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space? Heavy sets up on me like it's time to push the weight.
Same thing from that first one.
She's so tasteless. Put her
I
on
throw
the
CLA
wait
on
list.
there, which
She still
is
wanna.
another compressor, right? It's like 3 compressors, right?
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my.
Then I add a reverb in it. So I have this. I cut everything off. I cut the bass off. I cut the delay off. I cut the pitch off. The only thing I have is the treble for a little bit of like extra high end. Put it on top. Compressor just to kind of let it sit in the mix. And I got that on push, not on spank. And then I got a tight reverb. And it's up a little bit. So when it helps sit in the mix. And then also I add another reverb to it to kind of glue it in. So
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna.
Then I add another additive EQ. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, about this, you know, like I said, around that 2K area, then also boost to 10K. On my other one, I had the sides, but for this, and I might go back to this too, bro. Like the stereo, just having a stereo like boost, in my opinion, has kind of sounded a lot better rather than just mids. And then I also have like an 8K dip, so it won't be, like I said, DS. It won't be S-sing. So
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've.
Oh, whoa. Hold up. All right, we good.
Woke up feeling great.
Right.
Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna
It's
hate.
clear, but it's not, you know, sitting with like in it, right?
Heavy sets up on me.
Also, my bad, I forgot one more thing.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space?
One more thing. So I have ROX. It's an attenuation plugin. So like it kind of attenuates everything out. So it makes it like the compressor helps, but this brings it out a lot more, so you can hear like the little words. So like, so what's the difference, bro?
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I?
No, it can be tricky using this because it at times it can be too much of a push, especially mid ranges. But if you use it right, like I said, I tweak it up sometimes to make it cut through. Then you'll be okay. Let me see.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space?
So after that, I put L2 on there, right?
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate.
But like I said, I routed rather than put it on the same chain, because when I used to do it on the same chain, it would not sound as good. So like, for example,
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate.
I actually wonder if I'll turn it down. Maybe that might be a difference. So let me try. Oh, hold on, let me try that.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could
That's not bad.
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool.
So I have the L2 limiter going on. Then I also have, like I said, the parallel compression with the 1176. And instead of the sit and mix, I have the album ready vocal preset. But then, like I said, I just adjust the attack and the release at the max. So it's the fastest, and then it's no fastest. Both of them are fastest.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space?
Heavy on there. I have H verb. I adjusted the time a little bit, and I also added like an EQ on it. I mean, yeah, to EQ the reverb.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead
You can hear the difference when you EQ and then we don't.
woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space?
It just allows the beat. It just allows the vocals to sit in the beat a little bit more. So, yeah, that's it for real.
Woke up feeling great. Get up out my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer
Appreciate it,
space?
bro.
Heavy sets up on me like it's time to push the weight. She so tasteless, put her on the wait list. She still wanna come and serve me just like a waitress. S-Express, shoot that shit right up on my life. I don't care about no blindfold. I was on that tightrope. Before that's the top rope. She was tipsy off the tip ball. I'm ballin' out like I'm Chris Paul. I'm ballin' out like I'm John Wall. Ballin' out like I'm Curry Brando. I was on that time before I switched up my time zone. I'm the type to do that shit. I'm not here for maybes. This is the type of shit that she gon' play cause it's a favorite. She gon' give me play and play time up on a playlist. Where all of your sources? Trust me, bro, I know she basic. How the fuck you telling me I face when I'm faceless? How the fuck you telling me you tracing when you traced up? I was talking to the aliens, I'm up in space now. I just need some space now. I just need the space down. I was in a race and now I pace down. I switched up the flow, got that shit right back on me. She don't wanna tell me that she hit that shit with accuracy. I'm the type to go ahead and get that shit immaculately. You the type to tell me what you want, baby. Woke up feeling great, get up on my face. You could've kept it cool, but instead you tryna hate. How could I not moonwalk when I'm in outer space? She so tasteless, put her on the wait list. Serve me like a waitress. Got her face down, so you know you gotta face it. Hey, y'all niggas be bracing. How the fuck you telling me what the fuck I be facing? Now I'm looking down, I see a lot of blue faces. She the type to tell me that she think that I'm a racist. Cause I only like the blues, baby, I be chasing. I ain't tryna talk, UPS, what you facing?
DTM too smooth on the wax. If you don't know, now you know. We got some more tracks in the airwaves coming real soon. Stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah, tell them about the tickets. Tell them about the tickets.
Man, I told you we not doing no fucking tickets. Stop
no
asking,
man.
bro.
Tell them niggas about the tickets.
Nigga, no, we not doing no tickets.
Man,
No,
them tickets
nigga,
coming.
no.
That shit fine. Yeah, man. Also, another tip before I head out. Oh yes. So when I shout out to Sky Template, I'm gonna actually tweak up some stuff here too. But until I started using this template, I did not, put my beats at -6. I was just, maybe turn it down. But this has helped me out so effing much with mixing, bro. Like, and I just kind of figured this out again yesterday when I was mixing this song. Just keep it at the level that we recorded at. You know what I'm saying? So rather than like keep putting it down at -6 and then boosting it back up and be like, why am I I just mix it. Why is it not like fitting in the song? Why is the bass too loud? Why are my vocals not like going through the mid range? You know what I'm saying? It's like because you're adjusting the vocals. You're adjusting the volume. That means you have to adjust the vocals again. Then you're fighting. Then I'm going back and forth, limiting, compressing, limiting. It's like, yo, big tip is what I'm seeing right now. Maybe like I said, shit could change, but like whatever you recorded it. Like if you said -3 or -6, -10, keep it there and then boost it up later on when you about to master, bro. So like for now on, for right now, I'm just gonna keep it at -. If I'm recording at -6, keep it at -6, and then like mix it and then master it later on. Don't worry about boosting it back up, like, cause I'd rather the vocals be on top or like a little bit. I mean, when I mean a teensy a little bit over the beat, rather than like the vocals being dragged down by the beat. And also I think I might have EQ'd the beat a little bit too. I might have not though. I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. So, but yeah, just doing that, keeping that's a little tip, a little parent tip, but yeah, just keeping that the beat to wherever you recorded it. And I just what I'm seeing right now. So I'm gonna keep testing that out, see if I'm constantly getting consistent, like clean mixes, I'm like, okay, well, that's most definitely a solid advice, a solid tip. So, but yeah, that's all I have right now. Like I said, I just showed y'all my chain, showed y'all what I was kind of doing, you know, any other things. I'm most definitely need to show how to like parallel compress and you know, limit as well. And also I need to do parallel saturation. Jesus. I need to start doing that. I gotta start doing that stuff, bro. But yeah. That's it. I'm gonna most definitely try to get this streaming way more consistently, but yeah. You too, bro. But yeah, man, y'all have a good night, bro. Peace.